Good morning, girls and girls. Boy, where's the boys? I don't see any boys today. You girls, I tell you what, you're a lot better looking than those boys would be anyway. You look very nice today. I'm glad you're here. Allie wants to tell a story. So I told her to get with her grandpa, and we'll figure something out, okay? All right? Okay. I'm sure you got a good one. You know, when I get up here to tell a story, I try like Wednesday, Thursday to figure out what I'm going to say, and I pray about it. And then I get here, and then I'm over there, and I'm thinking, this is the prayer. I got to be next. Lord, help me. And God always comes through. Hey, listen, remember this one? You do. Yeah, that's what I say is, yes, I do. Do you remember the last time, Al, you probably remember because I think you were here. I told you a story about my brother losing his tooth down at the lake, and he found it the next day. I want to tell you how he lost his tooth in the first place. This is not the best story ever. I tell you, because he had an accident. And you know what happens so many times that causes accidents? It bounces out your teeth. That's true. It does that. But what it does, accidents every day. I can imagine that. But I tell you, here's the story. Here's how he lost his tooth. And why I don't like to tell it is because we were doing something that our parents told us not to do. And so, here I am, an old man, but I was like 11, 12 years old when this happened, and I still remember it. So you remember this. If you do something really, really atrocious, which means bad, and it's something that your parents tell you not to do, you're going to remember it forever, and you're going to wish that you didn't do it. So here's the thing. We had one bicycle, and we were supposed to take turns riding the bike, right? So then we got where we were trying to, both of us ride the bike. And so my mom saw us, and she said, okay, if you're going to do that, ride in the crossbar. You know how there's a bar from the handlebars back to the seat? And she said, put your little brother there, and then you ride. So we did that. But, you can't go really fast because you're pedaling and you keep hitting him. Boom, boom, and he doesn't like it, and you don't like it, and you can't go fast. And, of course, you have to go fast when you ride a bike, right? I mean, what's the point? However, save it. And so we figured out another way. Can you imagine what it would be? What? You have to buckle up. Yes, ma'am. What we did was, we didn't, now they have cool bikes. They have a little seat on the back, and somebody can sit back there and they put their feet on the little the little axle where the wheel is, and you can go zooming down the road and you can go as fast as you want. Well, the thing you shouldn't do is don't go fast. Let them ride on the handlebars. It is really cool because they can see if the wind's blowing and there's bugs and stuff, they'll guard it. They won't hit you. They'll hit him. So the little brother is on the handlebars, and I'm driving. And, of course, he can kind of almost steer, which is not good, just by leaning, but that's a different day. This day, we were riding on the sidewalk, which is a good thing, right? Yes. But the sidewalk, you know where the sidewalks were? The sidewalks are right here in Kingman, Arizona. And you know the sidewalks that are down there now? Same ones that we were 1950-something we were riding on, I'm sure. But anyway, where the sidewalks have those little cracks in them, if you get going just right, that'll go, because your tire's hitting it. Actually, it goes, because there's a front and a back. And we are booping down the sidewalk. I mean, we are going. And then we got to, instead of we were going, we were moving on. Well, you know how the sidewalks, when they're like that, they kind of have an offset in them. This piece will be a little bit higher than that piece or lower. This one was a little bit higher. We hit that little badoop, and it was big enough that It broke the stem that holds the handlebars up. So the front wheel came back under the bike, and guess where we went? Right over the front of the handlebars. And I was right behind him, obviously. And he landed on what? His face. And he didn't break it off. It kind of broke the edge of it off. He broke that tooth. Of course, it was an exciting time for a few minutes because we had to find our way home without the bike, and we were running, and he was screaming, and it was not a pleasant thing. Not a pleasant thing. Let's put it that way. We had a dentist that said, you'll be fine. We'll take care of it. We'll do this. We'll brush it every 20 minutes or so. I don't know what he did, but he said, take care of that tooth and it'll come back. Guess what? It didn't come back. It turned black. Ow! Ugly. So anyway, he had to have it pulled. And that's how he got that false tooth. Remember I told you the false tooth that he lost in the lake like years later? That's how he got that tooth. So I'll tell you, it's not a fun thing to do to be hurt. And most of the things our parents tell us not to do is what? To keep us from getting hurt. Does that make sense? Don't cross the street without looking both ways. Don't pet strange dogs. All those things. And sometimes the dogs are so cute and you think, well, I should. But I know people who have done that and they've been bitten too. So whatever your parents tell you, even though you don't understand it always, and you can ask them, say, why is that, Dad? Why should I, what's the problem with doing that? Or, Mom, can't I do this sometimes? And they'll tell you, they'll explain to you why. And most of the time, it's for your own good. So let's remember, Jesus wants us to do what our parents want us to do. For why? For our own safety, just to take care of us. He does the same thing with us grown-ups. He says, don't do this and take care of that and watch this and eat better, exercise. And we go, that's what we do. We go. And sometimes we will end up being hurt because we don't do ultimately we'll certainly be hurt if we don't do what God asks us to do. So, shall we stand for closing prayer? Yes? Yeah. Speechless. I'm amazed. Come on up, sweetie. Look, come on up here, guys. Come on up and we're going to have prayer. Come on, girls. We're really glad you two girls are here today. What's your names? Marianne. And Mary. Very nice. Well, we're glad you're here. Are you twins? Not quite. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Dear Jesus, thank you for this day and help his brother and make sure he's okay and help this day and have a bless this day every day. In your name, amen.